Hello there, fellow modelers, both young and young at heart. I'm Mike Myers. You all know Moosey. He's the star of the channel. Say hi, buddy. Say hi. All right. You're here for yet another episode of Modeling with Mike. Today, we're talking about why scale modeling is perfect for senior citizens over 60 years old. And I'll give you my tips to make it easier, more fun, and budget friendly. Now, why is scale modeling perfect for seniors over 60? Well, number one, it's relaxing and meditative. When you've been out doing your thing for the day, whether it's, taking a walk or gardening or whatever, and you're ready to wind down, go to your workbench. It's a great way to wind down. It keeps the mind sharp. To complete a model, it takes a lot of planning. Got to decide which paint to use, what kind of paint to use, what primer to use, what weathering you're gonna need, what clear coat, what kind of clear coat, all that. Problem solving. If you run into a bad fit, for instance, how are you gonna fix it? How are you gonna fix it if you have to scratch build something? Or you have a tear in a decal? Go back to one of my videos here lately. It refines your motor skills. Manipulating parts, holding the model while you're manipulating, gluing small parts on there, using sprue cutters, using tweezers. It exercises the hand and keeps your motor functions in good shape. It's a creative outlet. A lot of times, especially if you're doing dioramas, you can tell a story through your builds. Creatively tell a story through your builds. You get a sense of community through online forums like Facebook groups, here on YouTube, the comment section. I have met so many people just through the comment section of live streams, and if you're blessed to have a local modeling club, join it. It's number one, it's something for you to do. Number two, it gets you out there and out of the house. Number three, you meet people that are like-minded. Okay, common challenges. All right, eyesight and lighting. When you get to be our age, like I said before in other videos, I'm going to be 62 next month. I'm no spring chicken. You can tell that from my beard, but your eyesight starts to go, and you need to use magnifiers, headlamps. Those are those lamps that fit around the head like a visor, and you have magnifiers, magnifying lenses on them. Those are great. As long as you don't get ones that are too heavy. If you get ones that are too heavy, you might not use them because they'd be uncomfortable. Bright LED lamps for your workbench. Get the LED lamps are a lot better than the old incandescent bulbs. They shine brighter. and they last longer. A lot of them have magnifiers in them. I'll have links to each one of those things in the video description. Another challenge is hand dexterity and arthritis. You get to be our age, arthritis gets in the hands, all over your body and the joints. Right now, my biggest problem is I got a tendon right here that I even touch it, it hurts. And then there's a tendon right in this knuckle of the thumb. Oh man, it just kills me. For your remedy, you can use larger tools. And, I couldn't put a link in the description because there's, so many tools that, it take up quite a bit of room and quite a bit of time. Soft grip tweezers. There are tweezers that have soft grips that are easier on your hands, easier to use and manipulate. And yeah, I have a link to those. Finger rests while you're working on models. You can rest your fingers on a finger rest, especially like when you're working with small parts and your tweezers stuff. Use a finger rest. I'll have a link for one of those in the description. Another problem is budget concerns. People like me and others are on a fixed income. We're either on Social Security, retirement, or disability in my case. So for those, you can use DIY tools. I have a number of videos on DIY stuff. Sanding sticks, decal setting solutions, and I have other things that you can get at the dollar store, videos on those, like makeup kits, pencil lead, a lot of other things. Check out my other videos. You'll learn a lot for DIY and budget-friendly things. You can get budget kits, secondhand finds. If you're blessed with a hobby store or model store, go to their secondhand section. You'll save a lot of money. Go to eBay, Craigslist, Amazon, a number of ScaleMates. Just did a video on them, and they have a marketplace where people are selling their stuff. A lot of places where you can find budget kits. You can reuse supplies that are used for other things like makeup brushes. Your wife wants to get, her wife or girlfriend or daughter or something wants to get a new makeup brush. Take her old one. You can use that to blend in weathering items and stuff like that. And pencil lead. Pencil lead's great for gunmetal effects. My last concern for modelers over 60 is workspace comfort. And that's probably the most important. If you're not comfortable at your workbench, are you really going to stay there and do modeling? I think not. So ergonomic chairs. I have an ergonomic chair. It's like cost me like $40. And this is just comfortable as all get up. I have the middle of my back and my spine is fused, and this makes it feel so good. And that, I mean, that's hard to do, because I need, even in my furniture, I need to use pillows and stuff like that, and even a heating pad every now and then. So this chair works, and I'm going to have a link for it in the video description. Another thing is lap desks. You don't need, if you're just starting out, you probably won't have a big, long setup like I do. A lap desk will do, because you'll just have glue and probably sprue cutters and brush, paint, you know. I'll have a link to lap desks in the description. And standing workbenches, I'm not going to have a link to those. You're going to have to look those up on Amazon or something else. They are kind of expensive, but if it makes you feel better to stand, standing workbench would be something you would probably want to get. So take a look into that. Now, we got some tips here for getting back into the hobby. If you've been gone a while, start small. Use basic kits and you know, get a starter kit. Get kits with, 1 to 3 sprues worth of parts on them. A couple videos ago, I did 5 kits that are great for beginners. Might be worth your while to take a look at it. Don't put any pressure on yourself. This is supposed to be a hobby for fun and relaxation, not a pressure. This is not a job. This is not a, 5 to 10 job where you have to get certain amount of stuff done, or you don't get your bonus for the week. There's no deadlines, no pressure. Go at your own pace. Like I said, no deadlines here, no pressure. If it takes you a week or 2 or a month or 2 months or 6 months to get a model done, so be it. As long as you're having fun, as long as you're doing it your way, enjoy yourself. That's what it's all about. Focus on the joy. That's what I just was saying. Enjoy yourself. Focus on the joy the hobby gives you. Don't try to be perfect at the start, because you're not going to be. That first model, you might be disappointed in it. Oh well, move on to the next one. Look at that model, see what you did wrong, improve on it on the next. That's what you do in any endeavor. It's just look at your last thing that you did, see what you can do to improve, and improve on it. That's how you get better. Share your builds. Share your builds. Either online. Online is great. Join Facebook modeling groups. Post your builds when you're done. You'll get a lot of positive reinforcement from your fellow members. Show your grandkids. Show your kids. Show your friends. Be proud of your build. And last tip I'm going to give you is keep your tools within reach and well organized. This bench right now, I'll show you this bench next video, and I'm not going to do a thing to it. But it looks like a mess right now. But I know where everything is. I have a place for everything. Everything's in its place, and I know exactly where to get it when I need it. You might have something that looks like chaos, but as long as it's controlled chaos, you know, as long as you can get to stuff and as long as you know where it is, makes it a lot easier to model. And my favorite tools and tricks for senior modelers, DIY solutions. A lot of these high-priced setting solutions and stuff like that. 3 videos ago, I made a video on DIY setting solutions. These things cost anywhere from $1 to $2 for a little container to make. All the ingredients you need total maybe $10, and they'll last you a lifetime. So check that out. Budget-friendly weathering items. I have other videos on those. Makeup kits. Eyeliner is a good thing for making dirt streaks, oil streaks on planes and motors and stuff. Let's see. Pastels are great for tanks to make mud effects. Oil washes. Little bitty oil paints. Great for making sludge washes for planes. Things like that, and I have other videos that you can look up that cover those. Comfort tools. Look for tools that have larger ergonomic grips on them. Soft grips. Rubber tips, so you don't have to squeeze them as hard. These are self-locking tweezers. You don't have to hold them as far, and they'll lock together and hold your part. Those help. I have on my very first series of videos was called the Tools of the Trade series. I had on my very first one, I had a bonus tip of a 41-piece modeler's tool set. Each one of those tools are great for older modelers. Easy to hold. The sprue cutters it comes with are easy to operate. They're nice and loose. They're not loose, but they move easy. They're not hard to squeeze. And I'll have a link to that in the video description because it's a great buy. I believe it's $21.99 for 41 pieces. And that's the kit I bought when I came back into the hobby. I've had it for 2 years, still using it. Okay, use items like pill organizers for parts. Like I said before, makeup sponges for blending effects on your weathering. If you go buy a pill organizer, get an extra one for your modeling bench. So, as you can see, it's never too late to start or come back to modeling. So are you a senior modeler? Share your story or your tips in the comments below. Love to hear from you. Always love to hear from you guys. Let's talk about the next video. About damn time I gave you a tour of my workbench. You see it behind me every video. You see me working at it in some videos. I'm going to give you a tour of this thing behind me from one side to the other. And then we're going to go into that closet over there and look at my stash. Channel update, we're up to 147 subscribers now. We're moving along. I'm not going to stop making videos. Remember the live stream every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Had a little problem with the chat this past week. Even though we were back to being right side up and not doing any levitation or anything. So I think I have that fixed. We'll find out next Thursday at 1 o'clock. So I believe that is all I have for this week. You know what we say around here. Never stop pushing your modeling boundaries. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.